What if one morning you woke up to discover that half your city had vanished overnight? No noise, no neighbors, just silence, and the distant echo of church bells tolling for the dead. This isn't a horror movie. This was Europe between 1347 and 1351, when a killer known as the Black Death swept through the continent like fire and nearly erased humanity. Before we dig deeper into this terrifying story, smash that like button and subscribe for more history told like a thriller. Now, let's open the plague gates. It began with a fleet of 12 ships docking in Sicily in October 1347. The locals rushed to unload their cargo, but quickly recoiled in horror. The sailors were dying, their bodies covered in swollen black buboes the size of apples. Blood seeped from their mouths. Some barely had the strength to speak. Others were already dead. Authorities screamed to burn the ships. Some were torched. Others fled. But the plague was already ashore, and Europe had no idea what was coming. The disease traveled faster than any army. Rats carrying infected fleas ran through marketplaces. Merchants unknowingly rode with death in their wagons. By winter, it reached France. By spring, Spain. Soon, no border could stop it. In London, 200 corpses were buried daily. By the following month, it became 800. Mass graves swallowed entire families. Coffins ran out. Priests refused to bless the dead, fearing infection. Doctors tried bizarre cures: bloodletting, leeches, crushed emeralds, vinegar baths. Some even recommended sitting next to an open sewer to counteract the bad air. Nothing worked. Fear mutated into madness. People locked themselves indoors, praying for salvation. Others threw caution to the wind, drinking, dancing, sinning, believing the world would end anyway. Religious fanatics whipped themselves in the streets, begging God for mercy. Some blamed strangers, foreigners, or entire communities. Violence erupted. Innocent people were burned alive, all in desperation for a cure. The plague didn't just kill bodies, it shattered society. Then, suddenly, it slowed. By 1351, the relentless wave of death began to fade. Not because of medicine, but because it had already taken so many lives that it could no longer find enough hosts. But the survivors emerged to a transformed world. Fields lay abandoned, cities were silent. But in this silence, something new was born. With labor scarce, peasants demanded higher wages. Serfs walked away from their lords. The Black Death unintentionally ended feudalism and paved the way for modern Europe. Out of ashes came revolution. The Black Death wiped out over 50 million people, nearly half of Europe's population, and yet humanity survived. But ask yourself, could it happen again? With modern travel, cities more crowded than ever, could another invisible killer sweep across the world just as fast? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you love dark history told with suspense, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who thinks history is boring, because they're about to change their mind. This is not just history, it's a warning.